Right now, an ocean is leaking out of a moon, freezing into snow before it hits space. NASA already flew a spacecraft straight through that spray and tasted it. Salt, organic molecules, hydrogen gas, all confirmed, all real. If anything is alive out here besides us, that plume might be the closest lead we've got. Today, we're ranking every real candidate for alien life in this solar system and beyond. Worst bet to best, using only real science. Let's start with the planet most people have already given up on. Venus's surface would crush you, melt you, and dissolve you, probably in that order. But 50 kilometers above that surface, the clouds sit at almost exactly Earth's temperature and pressure. Researchers spotted phosphine up there, a gas that on Earth is made almost entirely by living things. Venus is a dead, lifeless Hell's Gate from top to bottom. Its clouds might be the one truly livable layer on the whole planet. Those same clouds are drenched in sulfuric acid strong enough to dissolve almost anything we've ever built. The signal is disputed and nothing is confirmed, which is why Venus stays our shakiest bet on this list. Next, a moon so cold that methane falls out of its sky like rain. Titan is the only other world with rivers, lakes, and seas sitting right on its surface. None of it is water, though. It's liquid methane and ethane, cold enough to freeze blood solid in seconds. Anything living there can't run on water, then it would have to run on liquid natural gas instead. Titan isn't only playing on the surface, either. Underneath its ice crust, evidence points to another ocean, this one made of actual water. Titan is quietly running two separate experiments in habitability, and we've barely scored either one. Push past our own solar system, and the odds get almost uncomfortable. Something like 1 in 5 sun-like stars may host a rocky planet sitting in the habitable zone. That could mean billions of Earth-sized worlds sitting at roughly the right temperature for liquid water in our galaxy alone. We've never gotten close enough, though, to check a single one of them for actual life. Worlds like TRAPPIST, 1e and Proxima b look promising on paper, right size, right distance, maybe even liquid water. Telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope can already sniff at those atmospheres for gases that shouldn't be there without life. Their starlight, though, takes years to reach us, and even our best readings catch only a faint chemical whisper, not an ocean or a forest. Exoplanets offer the best odds in the entire universe and the weakest evidence on this entire list. Back in our own backyard, Jupiter's moon Europa hides something Titan only hints at. Under an ice shell thicker than any trench on Earth, Europa holds more liquid water than every ocean on our planet combined. That ocean sits on a rocky seafloor, which means Europa could have the same hydrothermal vents that may have kickstarted life here. Basically, it's Earth's origin story, rewritten on a different moon entirely. Jupiter's radiation is brutal enough to bake Europa's surface, so anything alive down there would need serious shielding. Europa Clipper is already on its way to check it out. It won't land, but it'll fly close enough to taste any plumes. Which brings us back to the moon we opened with. Enceladus is smaller than Europa, but it does one thing nothing else on this list can do. It sprays its ocean directly into space, so instead of drilling through miles of ice, we can just fly straight through the mist. Cassini did exactly that and found hydrogen gas venting from its seafloor, the same energy source that feeds ecosystems at Earth's deep-sea vents. Complex organic molecules turned up in that spray too. The same carbon-based building blocks every living thing on Earth is made from. No other ocean on this entire list has ever been sampled directly like that. Fact for fact, that direct sample is why Enceladus edges out everything else we've covered. Here's the pattern nobody says out loud. Venus's clouds, Titan's crust, Europa's shell, Enceladus's ice. Every one of them is a shield. Every single candidate on this list hides its habitable zone under something. Clouds, ice, distance, or years of travel time. Which means the idea of walking outside on some alien world and just spotting life on the horizon was never realistic anywhere on this list. The real search was never about finding another blue marble. It's about finding whatever's hiding under the shield. So if you're asking which world sits closest to an answer, it's Enceladus, the moon that already sprayed its secrets past our instruments. Exoplanets could still win on a technicality. One of those billions of worlds might already have the answer. We just can't see it yet. Until we build a telescope that can smell an atmosphere from years away, the moon that rains its own ocean into space keeps first place. None of this is confirmed. Nobody has found a single microbe anywhere but Earth. Not yet. But for the first time, we have real spacecraft, real chemistry, and an actual ranked shortlist instead of pure speculation. That's not a small thing. It means the loneliest question in human history finally has real data behind it. And that shortlist keeps shrinking every year another mission like Cassini gets off the ground. If you want to know how we'd even recognize alien life the moment we found it, that's next week. Subscribe so you don't miss it.